Hi, this is Carol Ray. I am the founder and owner of a company called Notary to Pro. I am a retired escrow manager and many years and have spent 14 years of my life as a loan signing agent. In 2009, I realized that there was a big problem in this country in that there was no really comprehensive training for notaries to become loan signing agents. And the industry as a whole was losing respect from title companies and lenders and so forth. And I decided to do something about it to raise the bar in this industry. So in 2009, I created Notary to Pro with the help of my daughter, Barbara. And in all of these years, we've trained many thousands of students all over the country. And I believe that now in 2021, we have achieved our goal. We have definitely raised the bar in this industry with really comprehensive, detailed training, which we certify students who are prepared to do this job. Most of my students now, I found in the last 4 or 5 years, are comprised not of the youngsters, not of people in 20s and 30s, but people who are in their 50s, 60s, and even 70s because of the way that the elderly or senior citizens in this country are being treated, the difference between the technology people and the hardworking people that got their experience. I have somebody who's a little different than most of my seniors. She came to me 3.5 years ago, absolutely terrified to start this business, and has succeeded way beyond my expectations and anybody else's, and has proven that even at this age, with commitment, you can prove yourself and make a ton of money. So I'm going to turn this over to Judy Jeong and let her tell you about her story.
Hi, my name is Judy Jeong, and I am from the Bay Area. I have done really well, but yes, I am not the normal. I wanted to give you a little background. I have been in law enforcement my whole career. I started 35 years ago as a police officer and a 911 dispatcher. I did that for 28 years. Then I primarily took care of my granddaughter, and I took care of my dad until he passed away. At age 54, actually, I needed something to do, something to occupy my time besides spending hours at the gym. So this came upon as something I would say call coincidence. I was with a friend, and I was sitting in of a loan signing, and I was watching the mobile notary go through a loan signing, and I thought, maybe I should do this. This is something I think I can do. So I looked into it. I called my sister who does loan, and I said, hey, what do you think about loan signing, a notary public? She's like, well, Judy, I think you would be really good. You have the personality, and some of the skills that you had as a police officer would actually transfer over nicely. So I did research online, and the number of notary schools was, there's a lot out there, like, how do I choose which one? So I kept researching. Then I stumbled upon an article of Notary to Pro. She was a paralegal, and she detailed in her experience that she tried several schools, but she didn't feel confident, and she didn't feel like she had the knowledge to perform a loan signing until she found Notary to Pro. She went through Notary to Pro, graduated, and then she felt comfortable and went to her first signing and did well, and that was the start of her career. School, and I contacted Carol And I talked to her for about 15 minutes, and I was convinced that that was the right fit for me as well. So I started my journey into notary public loan signing. After I graduated from her course, I was ready already for my first signing, but I'm going to backtrack. A month before I graduated, I took my commission. I took the test to obtain my commission, and took the test right after. So it takes about a month before you get your commission and your stamp. And during that time, I took Carol's course and one other course through another National Notary Association is the one I took. And while I was waiting for my commission, I took her course, I graduated, and Carol, what separates her school from the rest of the other companies out there is she has a list of a large list of companies that will hire you without having any experience, because her school is so reputable. I would say number one, nationwide. The companies will hire you because you've gone to her school. They know what knowledge that she teaches, and her graduates have done really well within the industry with, little mistake. So I reached out to all those companies after I graduated from her, sent letters, I called, as well as reaching out to other companies that wasn't even on her list, other lists that I found, as well as I did the, social media advertising and marketing, and as well as any other type of marketing I can find. I put myself out there because I wanted to be known that I'm ready to work, and please call me. I'm brand new. Nobody knows me, so they have to be able to. So a little tidbit of my marketing before I received my commission. Once I received my commission and my stamp, I was ready to go live the day I received. I got the stamp in the mail. Within one day, I was live, ready to go. Within 3 days, I got my first phone call, and it was 7 o'clock in the morning from an owner of a company, and it was a buyer's package for a purchase of a home. I called Carol. I got my first one already. She was excited for me. I was, of course, scared. But that is new. You're going to be scared. It's not about being scared. It's about, okay, go for it, Judy. The first one is going to be tough, but you're going to get through it. Carol held my hand. We got through it. I did fine. The client had no idea I was brand new, and got through it with no errors. That was the beginning of my journey to signings. Fast forward a year later, I was getting work regularly every single day, a couple of appointments. Then fast forward it to 2 years. I was on the internet looking at YouTube, and I stumbled upon some graduates of other schools or notary public loan signing agents that were actually doing quite well. They were making about $20,000 a year. And I thought, well, I'm really close to that. But I can do the 20,000 next month. Why wait any longer? Let's do it next month. Judy, I'm going to do $20,000 at least next month. So I said, okay, I'm just going to take more appointments and try to reach that goal. Not for anybody else, but for myself, my own personal goals. Next month, I did not make 20,000. I made 25. I was like, wow, I took too many appointments. I made more than I wanted to. Then when I made the 25, I was like, okay, next goal. Okay, how about 27? So I did, of course, always go higher than that 27. So I think I made like 28.5 or, then a couple more months later, and this is actually by accident, that I made close to $32,000 in 1 month. I was like, wow, this is great. I love that video I watched. It was my inspiration to make more money. So, I mean, that's not typical. That was a lot of work. And I took a lot of appointments. I worked 6 days a week to make the over 30,000 mark. But what I want to tell you is it's really out there for you if you want to make a lot of money. That was not my initial goal. When I started, my initial goal was just to make but one thing led to another, and I just wanted to set goals for myself. And because it was so, I was able to make so much money, I had a goal, and my goal was not really about the money. It was about, well, if I can make enough money, I can buy my daughter a condo. And I was able to do that this year. And I really felt really good about that. So now that I've reached that goal, I can slow down a bit and, balance my life a little more. But what's important for everybody to know is, no, I am not the typical person that I believe go 110%. So what I want to let people know is, when you take a course from any school, no matter what school it is, do not take the course to pass the test. Take the course to learn the material. This is what you're going to be doing day in and day out. It's really important to know your material, because what you're doing for loan signing is, people are purchasing a home. This is the largest purchase that they're going to make in their lifetime. It's a big deal. There's so many people involved. Take it seriously. People are nervous about spending, in California, $1.5 million, 2 million, 3 million. This is a big deal. And a lot of people are young and they've never put. You're going to have to know your material, and you're not going to, explain everything to them, but you need to be able to present it to them and find what where the information is if they ask the question, and point to where they need to look at and read. So that is my 2 cents on learning the material. I want to go into really briefly. Once you know the material, marketing is huge. Market yourself, market, because you're brand new. People do not know you. So when you're brand new, be the best every single time. Dress professionally, look confident. When you answer your phone, be professional. If you're going to have background music, do not have background music when you answer your phone. Not everything is appropriate. Your website, your Facebook, pictures that are inappropriate. A drunk night, do not have that on your social media. Keep everything professional, because if someone has one opportunity to preview or listen to you or talk to you, make that great impression that one time, and make a great impression every time, because you do not know who you are in contact with. It might be a CEO of a company, of a huge bank. It could be a huge title company. You just don't know. And then at the table, be yourself, be professional, but at the same time, be real. Try to be as comfortable as possible. People will know if you're nervous. People will know if you're not real and you're being something you're not. So try to be yourself. Take a breath before you go in. Try to be as organized as possible. When you get your loan documents, look it over when you're brand new. Flag it if you need to flag it. Do whatever it takes to be prepared, and have the least amount of surprises. Do not go in there unorganized, because there's a likelihood you will make a mistake. So I'm going to be as short as possible when it comes to that part of the industry. Important is that first, the school. Market yourself. The school, learn the material, market yourself. And then, once you graduate, of course, you're going to be nervous. Of course, you're going to have days that are discouraging where you don't get calls. But, use your time wisely. When you don't get calls, don't be discouraged. That's the opportunity for you to review your material again, spend the time marketing. If you go onto the social media and look at Facebook, not make learn. I learn from people. People will post experiences and they will post about things that happened to them, learn from their mistakes. You know, I learned from many people's mistake. I didn't have to make a mistake. Someone else made a mistake and I learned from it. So do that. I just really think that it's all about, if you want to succeed, the opportunity is for you out there. If you want to succeed, you will do it, because you would do the work to succeed. Has it been easy for me? Was it like, no, because I am all about putting 100% into it, something to promote myself or better myself. You know, if I need to go visit title companies, if I need to visit attorney's office, if I, you know, whatever it takes. Or maybe I should update my website. I should, you know, go onto more social media sites and, you know, post more often. There's always something for you to do. Do not just have a lazy day and do nothing. You can have one once in a while, but if you want success takes work. There's no easy ride at all. You know, if you want it, it's out there. Be a go-getter. Okay, I think that's my story.
And it's a good one. We're really proud of you. But I do want to say that that's for people who are heavy hitters. They need to or want to achieve high goals. But for a lot of us, I'll repeat it again, some people are just, they've had jobs for years and years, and all of a sudden they have no jobs, and the industry is not respecting their history, their age. I'm 78 years old. I don't think I could do anything else and even get a job at this age. But you're exemplary for somebody who has changed after 27 years, 28 years as a police officer, changed the occupation, just a total flip-flop, and you've made such a success. And one of the things, we have a video.
I want to add.
We have a video that we put in the graduates website where you're actually really adding additional information that's very valuable to my graduates. And appreciate that very much.
Yeah, look out for more videos. I'm going to be doing more videos for Notary to Pro, because I really want to promote Notary to Pro. I really believe in the education they provide. And yeah, and yes, I was scared going into a different career path after, 27 years in law enforcement. Was it scary? Absolutely. As an example of anything new is scary. And I really believe that anybody, if they really want to get into this industry, it's there.
Okay, well, thank you so much. And Judy, I noticed that we had some lapses in recording, just pauses because of the doggone internet connection.
Okay.
I don't know if it was you or me, but anyway, so we apologize to anybody watching this, but you'll get the gist of it. And thank you so much, Judy. I love working with you. And I hope everybody gets something out of this. So thank you again.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay. Thanks.